Do you get diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, heartburn? I've got the solution for you. It's a Jeep seat for your Yamaha Rhino. It cures all those problems. What's even better is it folds up like this and you still got bed space. Let me show you how it works. All right, the plan, the long-term plan, is to put a roll cage here and get rid of this old seat. This old seat, it's good, but I just don't, it's flimsy. That's attached to the frame. It's got little pins you can pull out here, which is fine, but I'm gonna replace it with this guy here. What's cool about this seat is the headrests actually go up and down pretty better than my vehicles. It's got that little release lever. That's for taking it in and out of the vehicle. And then it's also got, so this is a tumble, so you just pull this down and it drops that down. So that is gonna go in here. And here's all the hardware that comes with it and the instructions. This is where that back latch goes, that guy. And these go on each side. This is the front of the seat. Go in there. And then here's that back latch, a little closer. Pull the pins out, there's 4 of them. This just comes out. One rail still left, the other one is out. Took that out for the time being as well. All right, so here's what it looks like with Henry in it.
Hello.
I got it scooted all the way back. There's a little feet room, it is lower. You're crazy. And I scooted it all the way back where it does lean over the back. Don't lean back, son. All right. All right. So, you can see this here. You got to make sure, because this will rub against that when you close this. Because if you have it up, there's a lot more space, but when you get back some, when you push this back, this goes back further. So make sure you check that out before you bolt anything down. So both of these are right at 5 1/4 on each side. And it's centered. Make sure when you put these down that that loop is pointing forward, which means this and this are both going to be pointing to the right when you're facing the rear. All right, now I've got both of them kind of where I want to go. So what I'm going to do is use this white Sharpie to mark it. Mark a line there. So I drew a little line around it and then put a dot in the middle on both of them. Now I'm going to remove this seat. All right. So again, make sure that one's pointing that way and that one's pointing the same way with these loops in the front. I made my dot for the first hole and I screwed this, and now I'm going to dot this back hole, and then I'm going to screw it on both ends. Now these little spacer things, I forget what they call them, but these go up underneath here. So you drill the holes, these go underneath for extra support. All right, now for the final marking, I'm just kind of eyeballing this a little bit. And now I'm going to do the same for the other side. All right, time to drill the holes. Make sure the bolt fits. Fits good. Screw the other one. Okay. This one, that one, those two. All right, so up underneath, what you're gonna do, these have little lock, I forget what you call those washers, and then you put the flat washer on, and then you put this on there, then you put that on the bed, and then under the bed, you'll actually connect it to this under the bed, and then this bolt will go there. That's what I'm about to do. That way, that in the hole, let's sit there. I'm gonna go up underneath. And these little spacer things on the bottom actually have threads in them. The next bolt with the washers. Show you what that looks like underneath. All right, so underneath it looks like this. Like I said, those are threaded. And then you put the nuts on. I'm not gonna tighten those till the very end because there is some play in that. I'll put the other one on. All right, so I'm glad I drew those lines because now I know kind of where my original measurements were, because it does move on you. But it's somewhat tight. Now I'm going to do the back little latch here, this guy, and then I'll tighten it all down once I have this in. Alright, I actually tightened them up just a little bit. Now I'm going to put the seat in and measure for the little back latch connection. This goes with the longest way, it's pointing that way. I'm just going to hook it like that. So you can see back there, the front looks like. Again, this is the back latch. It's cool, this latch actually goes really far back. So I can give it a little wiggle room. It's kind of uneven here, so that sucks. I did a little switcheroo, and I actually, because of up underneath, I'm going to have it like this, and it sits better down below. And that still works. So I'm going to mark this here and call it good. 1, 2. Here's what it looks like. Here's my issue right up underneath. I've got all that kind of in the way. So in this guy, I couldn't use those spacer things because for some reason it doesn't match up no matter what. But honestly, I couldn't have used it. So I just used a washer from that old system that was on here, a washer under here and a washer under here, and a nut. Let me show you why. I wouldn't be able to slide it through. So there's that one, and then there's that one. Because this thing wouldn't allow it. Now I just got to tighten them all up. All right, so I ended up putting extra heavier duty washers here. That one's got 4. I only had a couple left, but it was looking, this side was actually looking like the other ones were caving in. This side actually isn't, but they were getting dang close. So I put some bigger washers on there. I'd suggest you do the same. Added bigger washers. That looks much better. Now put the pins on. Pins on, and then do that side. All right, guys, so here is the finished product. Everything, all the mounts are down. The only thing, I wanted it as far back as possible. So, I let this bad boy down. Let's gonna hit right here. So, what I just said was keep the latch open, let down, and it is nice and secure there. All right, get in. How old are you?
You know how old I am.
It's for YouTube, Henry. How old are you?
This is not for YouTube.
It is. How old are you?
No, it isn't.
All right, you're 10. Now sit up straight.
Okay, retake that video then.
Wow. Go.
Hi.
How much feet room you got, kid?
Some feet room.
Amazing. All right, jump. I'll sit at it. If you want this sucker down, I put it as far back as you could. So you do have to let the tailgate down. Don't you usually have to let the tailgate down? You're going number 2? I think so. You do that because it's a fold-up. So this does stick out a little bit. So what you do, there's a little lever there. You let her up. You close the tailgate. All your problems are solved. No more heartburn. No more nausea. No more throwing up in the middle of the night. Just pure, clean, classy fun on a Yamaha Rhino. Thanks for watching, kids. Have a great day.